Hello, everybody. My name is Joanna. Welcome to the Vinyasa Flow. And today we're going to take it slowly. In many of the poses, we're going to take it step back and really focus on the muscles and on the movement required for the poses. So I would encourage everybody to have a couple of blocks. If you don't have blocks, grab some kind of sturdy books that you can use for support. And today we're going to focus on really on our whole core, our abdominals, our side, and our back. So we're going to begin the practice in a comfortable cross-legged position. If you want to sit on something, I would encourage you to sit on something, on a block, book, or on a pillow, just to elevate your hips up and properly align your posture to help you with breathing. And as usual, we are going to start our practice with the breath of fire. It's a stimulating breath that sends the blood flow to our hands and our knees and truly prepares us for exercise. The breath focuses on sharp exhales using abdominal muscles, and the breath sounds something like this. The inhales happen by themselves in between, so you don't have to think about them. We're going to do 3 rounds of 20 together. And if you want, you can close your eyes here. And inhale all the way. Exhale. Inhale halfway and we'll begin. X, 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 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, breathe normally. If you find your shoulders tense or your thighs tense, just relax them. And let's do it again. Inhale halfway and X, 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 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return back to your normal breath. And let's go again. Inhale halfway. And X, 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 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And place your right hand on your chest and your left hand on your abdomen. And you can repeat after me. May this yoga practice heal and strengthen my body and my mind. May this yoga practice heal and strengthen my body and my mind. And release your hands. And if you're sitting on anything, just remove it and put it on the side. And extend your legs in front of you. We're just going to gently warm up our core muscles. So we're going to start with the leg lift. So you can place your hands for support somewhere like where your hips are or slightly behind. Just don't lean too much back, just gently. And inhale, lift your right leg up and drop it down. Right leg up and down. You can keep your legs as wide as you want. They don't have to be super wide, just whatever feels comfortable right now. Right leg up and down. Right leg up. Hold it and release. And one more time. Bring it up. Hold it, one more breath. And down. We're going to switch legs. Left leg up. And down. Left leg up. And down. Left leg up. And down. Leg up. And down. One more time. Leg up. We're going to hold it for a couple of breaths. And down. And straight your legs. And bring your hands to your side and push yourself to all fours. So your hips are on top of your knees and your shoulders are on top of your wrists. And both of your knees should be hip distance apart and your hands should be shoulder distance from each other. And we're going to do cat-cow pose to warm up our spine. On the inhale, drop your belly down, curve your spine, and bring your chin gently up. We don't want to exaggerate it, just gently up. You're still looking forward. And exhale, round your back, tuck your chin, spread your shoulder blades apart. Really pushing with your arms. And inhale, drop your belly down. Gently look up, squeeze your shoulder blades. And exhale, round your back. Your shoulder blades are spreading apart. You're really pushing with your hands here. Inhale, drop your belly. Gently look up. And exhale, round your back, back your chin. And one more time, inhale, drop your belly down, squeeze your shoulder blades even more. And exhale, round your back, your shoulder blades are spreading apart as much as you can. And slowly come back to the neutral position. And when you're ready, curl your toes and push yourself up to downward dog. And you can walk to downward dog for a moment to warm up your legs. And then on your toes, bend your knees, lower your hips down, and then extend your hips up. And then play with your heels and not touching the mat, just you're warming up. By the end of the practice, I'm sure they will get lower and closer to the mat. So in this downward dog, we're going to establish our ocean breath that's going to guide our practice today. So in ocean breath, we want to focus on creating the sound that is created by constricting the back of our throat. And we want to create that sound on both inhales and exhales. If you're new to the practice, it might be quite challenging to make that sound on the inhale. And don't worry about it, it will come with practice. Just do whatever you can do. If you can only do it on the exhale, do it on the exhale. And the breath is on the count of 4. We inhale through the nose on the count of 4. And exhale through the nose on the count of 4. Let's do a couple of rounds together. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale with the ocean sound. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale with the ocean sound. 4, 3, 2, 1. And when you're ready, start looking at your hands, bend your knees and walk your feet to the front of the mat. And once your feet meet your hands, very slowly, vertebra at a time, come up to the standing position. Fantastic job. And we're going to begin with modified sun salutation A. So on the inhale, bring your hands to the side and up, over your head, hands in a prayer position, gaze up. And exhale, bring your hands to the letter T and drop your chest halfway. So we're kind of like that airplane mode. Inhale, place your hands on your thighs and open up your chest by lifting up and squeezing your shoulder blades. Exhale, hands in that letter T. And we're just hovering over the mat. And inhale, hands to the side and up, prayer position, look up. And exhale, release, mountain pose. We're going to do it one more time, exactly the same way. Inhale, your hands to the side and up, prayer position, look up. Exhale, hands in the letter T, and your chest is parallel to the floor. Inhale, hands on the thighs, lift your chest up, squeeze your shoulder blades, really opening up your chest. Exhale, hands in the letter T, and chest is parallel to the mat. Inhale, your hands to the side and up, come up to the standing position, hands over your head, look up, exhale, release, mountain pose. So we're going to start building on that. So inhale, your hands to the side and up, prayer position, look up. Exhale, hands in that letter T, drop halfway and drop all the way down to forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back and drop to your knee into low lunge. You can put your foot flat on the mat. You can place your hands on your knee to lift up, or bring your hands to the side and up over your head and gaze up. Exhale, place your right hand next to your foot and twist to the left, opening up your chest towards the ceiling and gazing at your left hand. You have the option here to drop your hand behind your back to get a deeper twist. Bring your hand back, up again, and the same, place your left hand on the mat, okay, on the inside of your foot, and twist to the right. Opening up your chest and keeping the gaze towards your right side. If you want here, you can place your hand behind your back to deepen the twist. Place your hand back on the mat, so the same, both hands return on the mat. Curl your toes on your right foot and step your left foot back. So we're again in that all fours position. Lower your chest all the way down to the mat. Place your hands on the forearms and lift up into gentle back bend. Bring your hands in line with your shoulders. Lift up to all fours and push yourself up. Downward dog. Take a breath here. Remember that ocean breath guiding us through the practice today. Sometimes we tend to lose it or forget about it. And downward dog. To our reminder to return back to the breath. And next, inhale, look between your hands, bend your knees, and start walking your feet to the front of the mat. And inhale your hands to the side and up, prayer position, look up, and exhale, release, mountain pose. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Inhale your hands to the side and up, prayer position, look up, and exhale, halfway and all the way down to forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step your left foot back, lower down on your knee, place the foot flat. Again, hands on your knee or to the side and up. Exhale, place your left hand on the mat and twist to the right, following your right hand with your gaze. Again, if you want, you can place your hand behind your back to deepen your twist. And bring your hands back, replace it with the other hand and twist to the left. Follow your left hand with your gaze. And if you want, you can place your left hand behind your back to deepen the twist. Return your hand back on the mat. Curl your back leg and step your right foot back. Slowly lower your chest all the way down to the mat. Place your hands on the forearms and open up your chest for a gentle back bend. Fantastic job. Return all the way down to the mat. Place your hands in line with your shoulders. Curl your toes and push yourself to all fours. lift your hips up into downward dog. And then return back to the ocean breath. And on the next inhale, look between your hands, bend your knees and step to the front of the mat into flat back. Inhale your hands to the side and up, prayer position, look up, and exhale, release, mountain pose. We're going to build even more on this one. Inhale your hands to the side and up, prayer position, look up, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, exhale, step your right foot back and stay in high lunge. If it's too much, always drop to your knee. Again, you have the option, place your hands on your knee to lift up or bring your hands to the side and up and over your head. Fantastic job. Inhale, lean forward, place your right hand on the inside of your foot. And if you want, you can grab the block just to lift yourself up, find the height that works for you. If you don't need the block, don't use the block. You can stay on the fingertips and twist to the left. Again, the option is to place the hand behind your back to deepen the twist. Remember, your back leg is straight here and it's very strong. It's really supporting you in this pose. Take your left hand up and replace it where your right hand was. Again, if you need, use the block. So say if I'm using the block here and twist to the right. And return your hand back down. This time, lift up and place your hands in the cactus arms. On the inhale, lean forward, bring your hands forward, come back to the cactus arms. Bring your hands together and open up. Lean forward, back to that neutral position, hands together and back. Inhale forward, back to the neutral cactus arms, hands together, open up. One more time. Inhale forward, hands together, and open up. Return your hands back to the mat and step your left foot back. And this time, lower down to Chaturanga. If you can always lower down to your knees and lower all the way down to the mat. You can stay on your forearms, or the other optional is walk your hands a little bit forward, place them on the mat and lift up. You can walk your hands forward to the position that gives you that nice balance where you don't have to engage all of your muscles in your lower body. So you want to make sure that your buttocks is still relaxed here. Lower down all the way down to the mat. Place your hands in line with your shoulders. Curl your toes and lift up to downward dog. Again, return back to the ocean breath. And on the next inhale, look between your hands and walk your feet forward into flat back. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale your hands to the side and up, prayer position, look up. And exhale, release, mountain pose. Inhale your hands to the side and up, prayer position, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step your left foot back. Again, we're staying in the high lunge. If you can't, lower down to your knee. If you want, you can use the block. Place your left hand on the mat and twist to the right. Again, if you want for deeper twist, place your hand behind your back and just open up your chest even more. Return your hand up. Place it on the mat on the inside of your foot and twist to the left. Fantastic job, everybody. Everybody's doing so good. When you're ready, come up to the cactus arms. Inhale, swim forward. Neutral cactus arms, hands together, and open up your chest, squeezing your shoulder blades. Swim forward. Neutral cactus arms, hands together. Open up your chest. Swim forward. Neutral cactus arms, hands together. Open up your chest. Bring your hands back down and step your right foot back. We are in high plank, lower down to half plank. Open up your chest into up dog. If you're there, otherwise, lower down and walk your hands in front and just lift. Your hips up and downward dog. And back to the ocean breath. And the next inhale, look between your hands and walk your feet to the front of the mat into flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale your hands to the side and up. Prayer position, look up. And exhale, release. Mountain pose. We're going to do the full sun salutation A. Inhale your hands to the side and up. Prayer position, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back or hop back into high plank. Lower down into half plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. In this downward dog, we're going to fly a little bit more. On the inhale, lean forward. And come back to downward dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, half plank. Lower down to your forearms. And push your hips up to downward dog. And again, lean forward. And downward dog. Inhale, lean forward. And back to downward dog. Come back to your hands. And on the next inhale, look between your hands and walk your feet forward into flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, your hands to the side and up. Prayer position, look up. And exhale, release, mountain pose. Step your feet so they're about hip distance apart. Place your hands on your waist. And slowly come all the way down. We're just hinging at the hips. And when you're as slow as you can, grab your shins, your ankles, or hook your fingers around your big toes and bring the elbows to the side to engage your lower back and allow your body to relax here. Notice how your weight is distributed in your feet. We want an even distribution in all corners of our feet. You may have to adjust your weight a little bit forward, as many of us carry a lot of weight in our heels. Inhale, lift up your chest into flat back. And place your hands, palms up, and step your feet on top of your hands. And then wing your elbows to the side. Just relax here. This pose is a very great exercise for our wrists. It allows our feet to massage our wrists and stretch our wrists. And also to massage for our feet. And from the next inhale, release your hands, place your hands on your waist and slowly come up to the standing position. Great job. And we're going to go down again. Place your hands on your waist. Come halfway, all the way down, and this time place your hands on the mat. Walk your feet back, back, back until you're in the plank position. Do gentle push-up, up, and this time walk your hands back to your feet. Hug your knees, or just place your hands on your shin, ankles, or on the mat. And walk your hands back to the front, to high plank, to gentle push-up. And walk your hands back towards your feet. Do the same, hug your knees. Walk your hands forward again. Another push-up. Walk your hands back. Give your knees another hug. And walk your hands forward. Another push-up here. And this time, walk your feet towards your hands. Grab your opposite elbows. And just gently swing from side to side. And then release your hands and slowly come up to the standing position. Place your feet together. If your balance is off, keep them slightly apart. And lower your hips down until your fingertips are touching the mat. If that's not happening, then grab your blocks. Just gently tap your hands on the blocks on whatever height is appropriate for you. I'm going to show it with the blocks. And then sweep your hands up into the chair pose. So here we want to tuck our pelvis in slightly to keep it in that neutral position. And exhale, send your hips up and fold forward. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, step your right foot back. And this time turn your heel in. And bring your hands to the side and up. Your front knee is bent at 90 degrees. We're in warrior one position. Fantastic job. On the inhale, lean forward. Take your right hand and place it either on the inside of the foot, or if it's accessible, place on the outside of the foot. You can always use the block in whatever height you want. I'm going to show it with the block. And twist to the left. Your front knee is still bent at 90 degrees. Return your hand back, come back to that warrior one. Square your hips to the long side of the mat and come warrior two. And lean forward, place your hand on the inside of your foot or on the outside, whatever feels good. The inside is better. And bring your right hand up over your head and then bring it on the diagonal, creating a diagonal straight line with your back leg. If you need the block here, use the block. Sometimes using the block really helps us open up the chest. And return your hand back down. Step your foot back. Lower down into half plank. Inhale, open up your chest into up dog. And exhale, downward dog. Pull your left foot out and step your right foot between your hands. And again, come up, hands to the side and up into warrior one. Your back leg is straight. Your front leg is bent at 90 degrees. On the inhale, lean forward. Place your left hand on the inside or on the outside. If you need, use the block and twist to the right. Bring your hand back. Come back to warrior one. Then open up your hips to the long side of the mat and come to warrior two. Inhale, lean forward. Place your hand on the mat or on the block and bring your left hand up over your head and on the diagonal, creating beautiful straight line with your back leg. And bring both of your hands to the mat and step your right foot back. Lower down into half plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Return back to the ocean breath. And on the next inhale, look between your hands. Bend your knees and step or hop into flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Lower your hips back and down. If you need the blocks, to sweep your hands aside and up into the chair pose. And exhale, rise up and release, mountain pose. We're going to do it one more time with some variations. Lower your hips back and down. Sweep your hands on the mat or on the blocks to the side into a chair pose. And exhale, send your hips back and fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back. Turn it out and come up to warrior one. So the front leg is bent at 90 degrees and back leg is straight and strong. This time, straighten your front leg and gently lean forward, taking your right hand and place it outside of your foot. If that's not accessible, place on the inside. Always use the block if you want to, or if you want to challenge yourself and even open up your chest more, I would always encourage you to use the block. It's a reverse triangle pose. And slowly return your hand back. Come up to warrior one. Square your hips to the long side of the mat. So we're in warrior two. Straighten your front leg, lean forward as far as you can. Okay, park your hand wherever it goes. If you need the block, use the block. And open up your chest to the right side. Gaze is towards the ceiling. And slowly return your hand back down. Bend your front knee. And step your left foot back. Stay in high plank. And we're going to add some shoulder taps. So lift your right hand up and tap your shoulder Place it back down. Tap your right shoulder with your left hand and back down. Tap your left shoulder and back. Tap your right shoulder and down. Tap your left shoulder and down. Tap your right shoulder and down. Tap your left shoulder and down. Tap your right shoulder and down and lower into half plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Turn your left foot out. Step your right foot between your hands and come up. Warrior one. Fantastic job. Straighten your front leg and lean forward. Take your left hand and place it on the mat. Use the block if you want to. Twist to the right, opening up your chest towards the ceiling. And your gaze is up. Return your hand back down. Come up to warrior one. Open up your hips to the long side of the mat and come to warrior two. Straighten your front leg, lean forward. Place your hands on the mat. You can even hook your big toe. And your left hand up. It's over your head. Straight towards the ceiling. And slowly come up to the stomach position. Place both of your hands on the mat. Bend your front knee. Step your right foot back. And we're going to, instead of shoulder tap, we're going to walk our hands forward, 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 and stay here. If you want, you can go even further. And slowly walk your hands back. Regular plank. Then you walk your hands forward, forward, forward. Stay to go as far as you can, and you feel you'll be able to hold it for at least one breath. And walk your hands back. Regular plank. And let's do it one more time. Walk your hands forward, 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 and hold it. You should feel your core muscles really firing in this one. And walk your hands back into plank. Lower down to half plank. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward dog. Remember the ocean breath. And on the next inhale, look between your hands, bend your knees, and step or hop into flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, send your hips back and down, and bring your hands up to the chair pose. Exhale, rise up, and release. Mountain pose. The next pose is going to be a little bit more challenging in terms of balance, and it's also going to work on our core. So send your hips back and down to the chair pose. If you find this is very unstable, step your feet a little bit wider. And place your hands in the prayer position here. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And on the exhale, step your right foot back. And inhale, bring it back. Exhale, step it to the right. And inhale back. Exhale, step it to the front. Tap it on the heel. And back. Exhale, step your foot back. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the side. Inhale back to the center. Inhale on your heel. Exhale, sorry, inhale, back to the center. Exhale, tap your foot back. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale to the side. Inhale, back. Inhale to the, exhale to the front. Inhale, back. Exhale, back. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the side. Inhale, back. Exhale to the front. Inhale, back. One more time. Exhale, back. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the side. And back. Exhale on your heel. And back. Come back to the standing position. Shake your legs. And we're going to go back to the chair pose. Make sure that your knees are aligned and your feet are aligned. And when you're ready, just set your hips down, 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 and twist to the right side. And you can rest your elbow on your knee, or if you want an extra challenge, you can just hover it slightly above your knee and open up your chest as you're twisting, making sure that your knees are still aligned. And just breathe here. And return back to the center. Come back to the standing position. Release your prayer position hands. And we're going to switch legs. So again, lower down to the chair pose. Bring your hands in the prayer position. And we're going to stop tapping our foot, our left foot. Inhale, exhale, step your foot back. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the side. And back to the center. Exhale to the front. Back to the center. Exhale back. Back to the center. To the side. And back to the center. To the front. To the center. To the back. To the center. To the side. To the center. To the front. To the center. Exhale back. To the center. To the left. To the center. To the front. To the center. Come up to the standing. Shake your legs, shake your hands. And when you're ready, so lower your hips back and down. Place your hands back in the prayer position. Align your knees, align your feet. And twist to the left. Slowly return back to the center. And come back to the standing position. Release your hands. Shake your knees. Step your right foot back. Your feet are about 1.5 meters distance from each other. Your feet are parallel to each other. Place your hands on your waist and sending your hips back. Lower your chest down, down, down. All the way down to the mat. Put your hands back as far as they can. And try to keep your elbows bent, maybe at around 90 degrees. That's accessible. And again, if this is not happening, you can always use the blocks. Help you out here. Fingers around your big toes. Roll your elbows to the side. Sending your hips even higher. And try to shift your weight so it's more on the balls of your feet rather than on the heels. And trust your body. Your body will help you out here.
Sometimes we feel if we're going to lean too much forward, we're going to fall, but this is really not happening. We just want to align and send more weight towards the ball of our feet. And straighten your elbows and come to half lift. Place your hands on your waist and come up to the standing position. Interlace your hands behind your back and press your palms together and keep them pressed. If you have to, your elbows can be bent here or not, depending where you are. And on the inhale, lengthen your spine. And on the exhale, fold forward, sending your hands up towards the ceiling. Remember, keeping your palms pressed. Your legs are strong. Remember to breathe with the ocean sound. And on the next inhale, slowly come up to the standing position. Release your hands. If you have to, you can shake them. And step your feet so your toes are out. So we're still in that wide stance. Bend your knees. It can be around 90 degrees. And place your hands in the cactus arms. Just lower down. Inhale, come up on your toes, hands up. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, come up on your toes, hands up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale on your toes, hands up over your head. And exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale on your toes, up, up, up. And exhale, lower down. And place your hands on your thighs and just gently twist to the left side. And come back, twist to the right. Bringing your left shoulder down. And come back. Come all the way back to the standing position. Step your feet to the short end of the mat. We're going to do some balancing poses. Step your feet so they're about hip distance apart. We're going to begin with the standing bird dog. It's going to be a combination. If you need to take a break in between poses or step your foot down, feel free to do that. On the exhale, step your right foot back, up in the air, your left hand up, and your right hand is following your back leg. Then lean forward. Flex your toes of your right foot and bring your hands in front of you to the side. We're in warrior two. Bend your right leg and lift your chest up and grab your leg with your right hand. From the inside would be ideal, but if it's not accessible, grab it wherever you can. Lift your chest and lift your leg up into dancer pose. Slowly bring your knee to your chest. Bring your left hand down. You can put both hands on your waist and extend your right leg in front of you. Bring your knee back to your chest and lower it down. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So on the inhale, lengthen your spine. And on the exhale, bring your left leg back, your right hand up, and your left hand is following your left leg. Slowly start lowering your chest and kicking the leg back into warrior three. You can bring your hands wherever you feel it gives you the greatest balance. Be in front of you, to the side. Slowly bend your extended leg. Oops. If you lose your balance, don't worry, depends on the day. And start lifting your chest up and kicking the leg back into your hand, into a dancer pose. Slowly bring your knee to your chest, bring your hand to your waist, and extend the leg in front of you. Bring the knee back to your chest and release all the way down. That's pretty intense. We're going to take one more vinyasa here. Inhale, your hands to the side and up, prayer position, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back, lower down into half plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. This downward dog, just walk your feet about halfway and come to the seated position. Extend the legs in front of you. Make sure you're sitting on your sit bones. Flex your toes. And on the inhale, bring your hands to the side and up. And exhale, fold forward. If you can, just relax your hands to the side. We're aiming with our eyes to come as close to our big toes as possible. And in that time, just you can focus on relaxing your belly on your thighs. Not important that your head is touching anything. Fantastic job. Slowly walk your hands back, back, back. Place them behind your bum. Your fingertips are facing your toes. Bend your knees. Place your feet so they're about hip distance apart. Feet are parallel to each other. And lift up your hips. And lower down. Bring your hips up, up, up. Maybe higher than they were last time. Then if you can, extend the left leg in front of you. Keep your knees parallel to each other. And bend your knee and extend your right leg. Point your toes, keep your knees in line with each other and trying to keep your hips up. Bend your knee back and lower all the way down. Very good. We're going to do it one more time. Bring your hips up, up, up. And this time, if you can, lift your left leg up and tap yourself on your thigh and bring it down. Try to keep your hips up. Going to be challenging. Lift your right hand up and tap yourself on the thigh. Bring your hand back down. And lower all the way down. Extend your left leg in front of you and keep your right knee bent. You can bring it closer to your bum and take your left hand and place it by your knee and take your right hand and place it behind your fingertips facing towards the wall and twist towards the back. Your toes of your left leg are flexed. Just breathing, your spine is long. And slowly return back. Extend your right leg, bend your left leg. Do the same, take your left hand, your elbow pressing against your left thigh, and your left hand is behind your fingertips facing the back. And on the inhale, lengthen your spine, and on the exhale, twist a little bit deeper towards the back of the mat. And slowly return back. And twist. cross your legs and push with your hands so you're sitting on your heels. And we're going to do the crow pose. So place your hands so they're about shoulder distance from each other and come up on your tippy toes and walk your feet towards your armpits. So the option number one might be just this. This might be your option. So you might be standing here and just leaning forward, back and leaning forward. If you want more challenge, you can start lifting one leg up and back, the other leg up and back, leg up and the other leg up. And you feel, Joanna, this is way too easy for me. Then attempt the crow pose. So you'll want to lean forward, bend your elbows here, and lift your legs up. I would encourage you to try it about 3 times. Or if you can hold it for longer, you can hold it for longer. And if you're already in a crow pose, you can try to lean even more forward and extend your elbows into a crane pose. So whatever your variation for today is, and very well, it might be just this pose that you're just bringing your feet up and leaning forward. It's a very good exercise. Slowly lower your bum all the way down on the mat. Lower yourself all the way down. Keep your knees bent here and walk your feet towards your bum until you can grab your ankles with your hands. We're going to begin with the bridge pose. Inhale, lift your bum up, up, up. That's bridge pose everybody can do. So if you want this variation, you can always hold on to your ankles, or if you want, you can interlace your hands behind your bum. Just relax them here. And then slowly release all the way down. We're going to do the wheel pose as well for those who want to go there. I'm going to show you the steps. So again, there's always an option to stay in the bridge pose. So step number 1, lift your hips up into a bridge pose. Step number 2, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. If you want to go to step 3, lift up on your head. And step number 4, lift up into a wheel pose. So whatever variation you have today, try to take a couple of breaths and then slowly come back all the way down. And we're going to go at it again. I'm going to stay with the bridge today. On the inhale, open your spine and lift your bum up into bridge pose. Option 2, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Option number 3, lift up on your head. Option number 4, lift all the way up into a wheel pose. And again, try to hold it for at least a couple of breaths. You can hold it for 3. And slowly come down. And one last time. Grab your ankles. Lift your hips up, up. That's position number 1. Variation number 2. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Variation number 3, lift up on your head. Variation number 4, lift all the way up into a wheel pose and hold it here for 3 breaths. And lower all the way down. And hug your knees to your chest and gently rock back and forth until you come all the way to the sit position. Extend the legs in front of you. Do a gentle, sloppy forward fold. Just for a moment. And come all the way down again. This time, keep your legs extended in front of you. And for this one, some of you may need some blocks or maybe even a pillow on top of the blocks behind you. Just get prepared because we are going to get into the plow pose. Again, I'm going to give you a few variations. When you are ready, lift your legs up so the soles of your feet are parallel to the ceiling. So that's variation number 1, and you can stay here if you want. And we are going to go into shoulder stand. So if you want to attempt that, lift your bum up and support your bum with your hands. And your shoulder stands, your legs might be slightly bent forward. It's not a big deal. With time, they will straighten up. When you're ready, slowly lower your legs behind you. So that's where the blocks and pillow may come in handy, because it should allow all of you to find that good position. And if you don't have those blocks and pillow, if you're close to the wall, you can always park your legs on the wall. In the plow position, you should feel comfortable breathing. You know, our breathing passage here is often constrained, but you should find the level where you can still breathe. Because it should be a very relaxing pose. So if you feel you have the pillow and the blocks, maybe you don't need it after all, get rid of them. If you want, you can park your hands on the mat. And slowly we're going to come out. So place your hands, palms down on the mat. They're going to be used as brakes, and slowly, one vertebra at a time, come down to the mat. And bring your legs all the way down. And bring your legs in the opposite ends of the mat. Just completely relaxing them. And bring your hands to the side, turning palms up. And gently close your eyes. We're in our final relaxation for today. Slowly start wiggling your toes, your fingers, and draw circles with your wrists and your ankles. Bring your knees to your chest and give yourself a hug. You can gently rock from left to right. And when you're ready, roll to your right side and push yourself up to the cross-legged seated position. And keep your eyes closed. Place your hands on your knees. And we're going to close our practice with a balanced breath. This type of breath allows us to get back to our routine life during the day that we still have to do today. It's a 4-4 breath through our nose. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the last one. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your hands. You can place your right hand on your chest and your left hand on your abdomen. May this yoga practice heal and strengthen my body and my mind. May this yoga practice heal and strengthen my body and my mind. Release your hands, open your eyes. Thank you very much for joining me today. It was a pleasure guiding all of you. And I hope you enjoyed the practice. And if you have any questions about any of the poses or anything we did today, send me a message and I'll be happy to respond. Bring your hands to the side and up, over your head, gaze up. Place your hands in a prayer position and lower down to the chest. Thank you.